opening port light. There's the chimney coming through from the cabin heater. This big head. I don't believe she's been set up with a proper holding tank, so that's something that would need to be done to make her compliant. And the bilge around the mast step, nice big bronze mast step. Some diagonal planking, bronze floor timbers. Everything looks really nice. Again, I would recommend painting. Nice thorough paint job. Hanging locker on the starboard side here. Big bronze knees here tying the house together with a chain plate. A lot of nice bronze structure. Coming through into the forepeak, a big cabin with 2 single berths, little fold-up table, lots of storage, mosquito netting. This could be converted into a big double berth, but that hasn't been done. She's still 2 singles. It's the documentation numbers. Looking up forward, we've got the controls for the electric windlass, anchor rod, radar reflector. Drawers under the bunks for clothes. There's a bifold door here that closes off the forepeak. So some privacy, still plenty of room to get dressed up here without too much inconvenience. So looking at, it's like a fill for the fresh water probably. I'm guessing that's a propane stove, heritage stove. Similarly to the head not having a holding tank, there's probably no ABYC compliant propane locker on the boat, but there's certainly tons of space back here that you could either install one in one of the cockpit lockers in the lazarette, or you could just cut a new access into the deck outboard. Stepping down. Varnish on the outside, you can see there's been some spot stripping and buildup. A lot of discoloration, but it looks to be intact. So for the first season, just a couple maintenance coats and you're off, or we could strip everything back to bare wood and fully restore it to be a nice, deep, rich, uniform color. Topsides look perfect. They could use just a single maintenance coat of paint, but I don't see, barely any evidence of seams showing. No damage. Looks really, really good. Bottom, some flaking bottom paint. The planking all looks nice and fair. Surveyor told me that the fasteners he pulled all looked really good. So I think for the bottom, what she needs is just a really hard scraping, sanding, and prime the bare spots and and repaint. Some nice flush through hulls if you're racing. There's some good water flow across there. Working aft on the port side, there's the garboard drain. Here's the fasteners that the surveyor pulled out last week. Nice feathering luke prop. Needs a new zinc and a cleanup. Rudder looks good. Under the counter, all looks good. Transom. There's a little hole up in the top of the transom. I don't know what that is. If that's a, it looks like it's a purposeful hole, maybe a drain or a vent for something. Engine exhaust. Little flaking paint. Small little chunk of wood missing on the starboard side of the rudder, but I don't see any evidence of rot. It's probably just, you know, needs to be puttied over. Some more nice flush through hulls for the cockpit drains. Icy on the cradle. Top side's still looking really good. Transducer for the speedo. Bearing block for the depth sounder. So yeah, overall impression is that she's a really good, strong boat that just you know, has been well maintained, but needs a lot of upgrading. You know, I'd say for the price, she's a good good value. So we can step back here and get a shot of the bow. Imagine that brown paint could come off the stem fitting. That could be returned back to bronze. So yeah, that's it.